Hey guys, it's Liezl Jayne. Today I'm going to be showing you a couple of healthy packed lunch ideas for school and work. I showed you a couple of healthy packed lunch ideas for school and work a little bit ago, but I wanted to show you a couple more. So I'm going to link that video that I did recently below so you can go get some even more healthy packed lunch ideas for school and work if you want to. But yeah, I really wanted to show you some more today. So yeah, that's about it. These are some recipes that I love to take with me to work and that I love to take with me when I went to school and university. So let's get started with the video. Okay, so the first healthy lunch recipe that I'm going to show you today is this healthy tuna and avocado sandwich. It's super easy to make. What you'll need to start is 2 slices of bread. You can use whatever bread you'd prefer. I like to use this 100% whole grain rye bread, or I'll use some whole grain gluten-free bread. So I've got all of the ingredients roughly prepped. To a bowl, I'm adding half a can of tuna. When I do eat tuna sometimes, then I'll always try to get as good quality as possible. Always try to get wild caught fish if you do eat fish. I get tuna in salt water and then I drain it first. To the bowl, I'm adding half an avocado and also some purple onion, which I've chopped up quite finely. It's about 1/8 of an onion or even less than that. You can also use regular brown onion or spring onion, or you can just leave out the onion if you don't like it. Also a squeeze of fresh lemon, a sprinkle of Italian herb mix, sea salt and black pepper, and I'm just mixing all of that up. So much good flavor in this mix. And I'm adding it to one of the slices of bread and just spreading it out to cover the bread. I just use a fork. I love this tuna avocado sandwich on rye. It's my favorite. Okay, I've thinly sliced up some tomato as well, and I'm adding that to the sandwich as well. And I'm topping the tomato with some fresh baby spinach. This adds some greens, which is great, but I also find that if you cover the tomato with the spinach fully, then it stops the bread from going soggy from the tomato. That's why I always put the tomato in the middle of the sandwich. And then you can slice it in half if you want and pack it into a lunchbox or a container. It's nice to take a few little snacks to school or work with lunch as well. So I'm packing some fresh blueberries into a little container and some raw carrot sticks into another container. And then I'm also packing an apple to take too. These are just the kind of healthy snacks that I like to pack with my lunches, but obviously you can pack whatever you like. I'm just giving you some ideas, and that's my favorite healthy tuna avocado salad sandwich. Perfect for a school or work packed lunch. The next healthy packed lunch idea that I'm going to show you is this tossed pasta and chickpea salad. This might be a little bit different, but it's so good and actually really easy to make. To start, I'm using some gluten-free pasta, or I'll use some whole grain brown rice pasta. That's actually my favorite. I'm adding some of that to a pot with some hot water. I also always add the smallest little drop of oil and sea salt to the pot when I cook pasta. This stops the pasta from sticking together. Just bring the pasta to a boil on the stove and then let it simmer for about 12 minutes. You don't want to overcook it, but just follow the cooking instructions on the brand of pasta that you have. And quickly rinse the cooked pasta in cold water after cooking it so that it doesn't stick together when you store it. I specifically like to use penne pasta for the salad, but what I usually do is just save some pasta if I've had pasta for dinner the night before, and then I'll save a serving of that cooked pasta for this kind of lunch the next day. To a bowl, I'm adding a serving of the pasta. You can use however much you like. Whatever amount is a good amount for you. About 1 or 2 cups of cooked pasta. Then to that, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of olive oil, a big squeeze of fresh lemon juice, black pepper and sea salt, and I'm just tossing that up. This all gives the pasta a really nice flavor. I'm adding some pre-cooked chickpeas to that. You can also use canned chickpeas, about 1/3 to half a cup. I've just used 1/3 of a cup. And then I've halved and pitted some olives. I've used about 8 olives, just if you want to know exact amounts. And then I'm also adding a little handful of fresh basil that I've just roughly torn up a bit. You can also use fresh baby spinach, that's also really nice, but I like to use fresh basil if I do have it because it adds really good flavor. Then I'm adding about a cup of baby tomatoes, which I'm leaving whole so that they stay fresher for longer, and about half a cup of chopped cucumber. And just toss it all up and it's ready. And I'm just adding that to a lunchbox container. You can also just mix it all up in the actual container, which would save time and dishes. I absolutely Love this pasta salad recipe. It feels really fresh, but it's still filling and healthy, and it's a nice way to get some veggies and some greens in without feeling like you're eating a whole lunchbox full of just greens. And it has such great flavor as well, especially from the olives, the tomatoes, and also the basil. It feels kind of like Mediterranean inspired to me. And even though this is eaten cold, I like the pasta chilled when it's tossed with the olive oil, the lemon juice, and the sea salt and the pepper. I love it so much. So with this lunch, I decided to pack a banana and also a few raw almonds as a healthy snack. Just very simple and easy, and really easy to pack into a bag or a backpack. And that's my tossed pasta and chickpea salad. Really good for something a little bit different to take for a packed lunch to school or work. And just remember to pack a fork as well so that you can eat it at lunchtime. Okay, the last lunch idea that I'm going to show you today is my favorite tossed chicken, quinoa, and rice bowl salad bowl thing. Super simple and super easy to throw together. To start, I've got some cooked quinoa and also some cooked brown rice. I always keep these pre-cooked to add to meals. I've got half a cup of cooked quinoa and half a cup of cooked brown rice. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good mixing these two together, and it's a nice way to just change things up a little bit. Of course, you can just use one or the other, so either just 1 cup of either quinoa or brown rice if you only have one of them. I often just use one or the other, but it's nice to mix them sometimes. To that, I'm adding half a cup of halved cherry tomatoes and also half a cup of chopped cucumber, and then some olives that I've halved and pitted. I've used about 8 again. Then I'm squeezing some fresh lemon juice over that, juice from about half a lemon. This adds really good flavor naturally, and it helps to keep everything fresh. And 1 teaspoon of olive oil and some black pepper and some sea salt too, of course. Then I'm adding 100 grams of pre-grilled chicken breast meat that I've sliced up. I also pre-grill, pre-cook chicken and save it for easy meal prep. If you do want to know how I make it, I'll link a video below where I showed you how to cook and marinate grilled chicken. And then I'm also adding a few raw almonds. You don't have to add both the almonds and the chicken. You can just do either one or the other. The almonds add a really nice crunch though, which I really like. But sometimes I'll just do either the chicken or the almonds. Sometimes I do both, whatever I'm in the mood for, or depending on what I have that day. And then I'm adding a little bit of fresh baby spinach. This is optional, but again, it's a nice way to sneak some greens in without having to eat a whole entire bowl of just greens. I just roughly tear it up a bit and add it in and just toss it up. And then you can add that to a lunchbox container or just make it straight in the lunchbox container. I really love this tossed chicken, quinoa, and rice bowl. It's just so great when you go to work or school and you've got a nice healthy lunch that you've taken with you to look forward to. Just remember to pack a fork with this one as well so that you can eat it at lunchtime. And with that, I'm also packing some strawberries and also some raw carrots and also an apple. And that is definitely a nice, healthy, filling lunch to take to school or work with some healthy snacks too. I'm also going to put all of these recipes over on my blog for you with a basic calorie breakdown. There'll be a link to that in the description box for you, so you can go check out all of the recipes on my blog too if you want to. Well, that's the recipes for today, the healthy packed lunch ideas for school and work. I hope that you like these recipes and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm also going to put that other video that I did recently about the healthy packed lunch ideas below in the description box. You can go click on that link and watch that video to get some more ideas and inspiration if you want to. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you again very soon.